Unqualified Opinions, the podcast where we talk about things that'll probably alienate you from your friends, family, and maybe even coworkers. But hey, who really cares? Welcome to the show. Welcome to another episode of Unqualified Opinions. The $900 t-shirt conspiracy. Well, I wouldn't say it's a conspiracy, but to a layman, an NPC, one of those regular folks, yeah, it definitely could be a conspiracy theory. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because you have a lot of companies that are doing things and promoting things and getting involved in things that really got to make the average guy question, what the f*** is going on? You know, when you can milk a bunch of money out of me and make me look like a at the same time, it's pretty impressive. Well, anyways, enough of my ranting because we all know what you came here for, and that's to see what I got to talk about. So let's dive into it. So this first little article that I'm going to pull up here, it's I think it kind of sets the groundwork for what this episode's about. And anyways, let's jump to it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Vetements flips vintage Snoop Dogg merch for its latest collection. The subversive design collection strikes again. Yeah, I who cares about the title? It's irrelevant, actually. This is the good stuff. Vetements Gurum, not even going to try to pronounce that last name, recently spoke on the brand's reasoning behind its price points when it comes to flipping everyman staples.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But he may have even more explaining to do. The French luxury brand's latest offering is a $924 USD oversized t-shirt based on vintage Snoop Dogg merch.
Congratulations, Mr. Krabs.
Hello, I like money.
What inspired you to build a second Krusty Krab right next door to the original?
Money.
Now, I'm just going to stop right there. This is what I was saying, okay? $900 and something t-shirt, which is already crazy. But there's levels to this. Then you put Snoop Dogg on the t-shirt, okay? A $925 or $924 t-shirt with Snoop Dogg on it. You couldn't have found someone a little bit more relevant, a little bit more worthy of a $920. I mean, no one's worthy of a $925 t-shirt, but if anyone, Snoop Dogg? This guy's older than dinosaurs. I don't know. So this is kind of setting the tone, right? These are the things that people buy, and they really do feel like they're on a, how should I say, elevated level or a status or some kind of delusional bullshit that people think when they buy ridiculously overpriced things made by kids in sweatshops halfway across the world. You know what I mean? But let's keep it pushing. And then, you know, you kind of jump over to this article. And when was this article dated? And these are a bit old, okay? But the point still stands, all right? The point very, very much still stands. If anything, it's more emphasized in 2026. So this was 10 years ago. When was this other article posted? Oh, you got some very poignant comments in the comment section. I think I resonate with some of these comments, absolutely. This brand. Totally with you on that one. But anyways, I digress. I'm kind of getting off topic here. This was made 10 years ago as well. So this was in the pretty much the same time frame. So that Snoop Dogg t-shirt that was worth $924, hop, skip, and jump probably a few months later, a few weeks later, a few days later, is now worth $40. 40 big ones, because that is the true value of overinflated hype beast nonsense fashion. Let's see what they say in this article. A decade ago, Urban Outfitters sold adult humor joke toys. Okay, you know what? Two things. It's early in the morning. Not the best at reading when it's early in the morning. But yeah, let's just get to the good part of this article because I feel like I'm reading just a bunch of fluff. But the difference between Urban Outfitters and some of these fashion brands is that they are still charging high-end prices. That in mind, yesterday Urban Outfitters of the movementness... I don't know, man. Maybe I just can't read, but these are horribly written articles. That in mind, yesterday, Urban Outfitters of the movementness turned into what looks like a flat-out troll when they released a $39 version of Vetements' controversial $900 Snoop Dogg t-shirt. Now, some fucking retards would argue that, hey man, it's a different brand. Okay, this is a different company. That's why it's cheaper. If you believe that, I have oceanfront property in Alberta for you. Okay, so anyways, that quick little clown show is pretty much what I'm gonna use to set the tone for this entire episode. These people hold a special place in my heart. They make me cringe. They make me laugh. A lot of hilarious feelings, but you know, I have not a lot of good things to say about consumer zombies. It's not like they're bad people. They're just, you know, like monkeys. And when we see shiny things, bright colors, it does bring out somewhat of a simian chimp kind of response from a lot of NPCs. You know, oh, ooga booga, gotta buy that fancy thing, you know, look at whatever.
Hey, yo, what the
That was my best orangutan impression. Sorry, not really good at being overtly racist. Anyways, these are the people I'm talking about, and this is the episode. So let's get into the first segment. NPCs with credit scores. For the sake of my sanity and everything else that keeps my mind together, I'm going to try to be brief with this segment.
Okay.
Let's watch this first video. It's called The Most Luxurious Mall in Abu Dhabi, the Galleria. Ooh, listen to that name. Listen to the sound of that name. The Galleria.
So excited! So excited! So excited! So excited!
Just makes me want to buy stuff, I guess. Anyways, let's check it out.
This is the most luxurious mall in Abu Dhabi. Welcome to the Galleria. This is one of the most luxurious malls in the entire world. Imagine over 400 stores, 130 luxury brands from Hermes and Chanel to Louis Vuitton, plus more than 100 restaurants and cafes. That's like heaven. A cinema, bowling, spas, salons, literally everything you can think of. In today's video, I'll take you through a full day here. From breakfast to lunch to dinner, a little beauty treatment in between, some fun at the bowling alley and cinema, and of course plenty of shopping. So whether you live in Abu Dhabi, you're just passing through, or you're here on a holiday of your dreams, this is my perfect day at
Yeah, so there's a lot of other ways I could think of how to spend a day, but spending my day in a mall buying stuff that I don't need to impress people that don't care about me is for sure not on my list of things to do. But hey, these are the people. There's a lot of them out there. This is like one big dopamine hit factory, right? I think that's what's going on with this is just boom, you know, $800 underwear, fucking dopamine hit, you know, $60 toothbrush, or I don't know, $100 panini bread grilled cheese sandwich, whatever. I know it sounds like hyperbole, but it's not. That's the crazy thing. There's not a lot of substance we're going to get out of this first video. I just thought that I'd show you it because, you know, this woman, I mean, she's a pretty lady. She's a good looking woman. I mean, I'd like to see her without all the makeup on, but this is the pinnacle, the Mount Everest for her. This is her paradise. I can't even articulate myself right now because this is so fucking stupid, but there's a lot of people like her, and they really, really, really enjoy going to places like these and getting ripped off. All right, let's ramp up the obnoxiousness. Let's just ramp the vanity, the materialism. Let's ramp that up a little bit here. Actually, a lot of bit. This woman that you're seeing right now is going to make you think the last woman you saw was completely normal. And for all intents and purposes, besides the fact that she's completely obsessed with materialism and vanity, she's rather normal-ish. Seems like a nice lady. This one, though, she is something special. Let's watch just a little bit of this. Ugh, this is like fucking nails on a chalkboard.
Do you know the White Lotus theme song?
Can you just imagine having a conversation? Like we're 3 seconds in. When I was in elementary, this is how girls acted.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Pipe down.
This is how little kids act. She is in a state of arrested development. She has never moved past grade 5 or something. I'm getting triggered. I'm being a snowflake right now. Like this is triggering me. But anyways, let's go.
I'm so embarrassed. Hi folks, this is Lisa and I'm gonna show you what's in my bag.
She has the personality of wet cardboard. Lisa, where were your parents?
This is my everyday bag. I have a lot of stuff to carry.
Oh yeah, that big bottle of tahini.
This side is just a perfect size. Okay! Can you guys hear it? I always carry the snacks around.
We're gonna fast forward just a little bit. I don't care what's in her bag. I hope she had a gun in her bag so she could show us it.
Battery full. I know. Yes.
Battery full, brain empty.
Oh, how many do I have here? 2. It's a tea bag.
Okay, enough. I'm done. All right, I'm done. This has nothing to do with what's in her fucking bag. It has to do with her bag, and none of it makes sense. This bitch and the credit card she flew in on. Let's go to the next one. Well, what we just saw there is going to tie in perfectly to this next little clip, and I love the honesty of this young man. You know, without sounding too sexist or whatever. Like, I give a fuck. You can see a big difference between men and women when it comes to consumerism. I mean, they're both degenerates, but women just completely fall off the deep end. I don't know. You can obviously tell that they target women way more heavily than they do men, but when they target men, you get some hilarious shit. It's stupid, but does anyone remember Supreme? I'm glad to say I've never purchased any of their crap, but they were a really big deal for a bit there. I don't know, I guess, you know, but they were selling crazy things. Like what? Bricks and crowbars and whatever. Just dumb shit, right? And putting their name on it, selling it for huge markups, made a ton of money. The mentality behind the people who buy things like this, I think, is perfectly encapsulated in this quick little clip that this young man shows us. He gives us some good insight into the hollow cavern between the two ears that we call a head or brain or whatever that people have or people like this have. Anyways, if I even strang that sentence together coherently, good on me. But see if this guy kind of sheds some light on the situation.
I think the brand is so fucking powerful that it's making me buy a fucking crowbar.
The crowbar and the Swiss Army knife, that's all you need to trap, man.
Why does everyone want the crowbar?
Because it's a fucking crowbar. Are you fucking serious?
What are you gonna do with it?
Fucking nothing, but I'm gonna own a fucking crowbar now, so that's the fucking shit.
So you've been waiting 10 hours for a crowbar that says Supreme.
Oh, I didn't even know it said Supreme. I just want a fucking crowbar.
What a beauty. Is he a degenerate, you know, consumer? You could argue this. Yeah, maybe. Maybe this is his only degenerate purchase that he's ever made. Doesn't sound like it to me, but at least he's honest about it. You know, the bitch in the other videos talking about, oh, look at the stuff in my bag. No one cares. This guy, he just comes out and just says it. So, you know, when I hear stuff like this, it's ridiculous. It's hilarious, but I don't feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Because he's very transparent with why he's doing what he's doing. Kudos to him. If you're out there, if you ever see this, which you don't, but good on you, buddy. Good on you. Now we're getting on to one that I never even knew was a thing. Well, I know that this is a thing, but I've never even heard of this brand because I'm not plugged in when it comes to getting ripped off. Let's just let these guys introduce themselves with this epic video, okay? I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let you guys just see. Let's run the video. I don't know. What do you think it's about? If you thought dirty shoe that looks like it needs to be thrown in the garbage, you were correct. So, this brand of shoe called Golden Goose, $600 for this shoe.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And there's a guy on YouTube called Tanner Leatherstein. Tanner Leatherstein. There's a guy on YouTube called Tanner Leatherstein. He cuts some of these shoes open and looks at them and stuff, and I think he had a really good way to put it in the beginning of one of his videos when he's reviewing the shoe. Let's hear what he has to say.
Why would someone pay $600 for a dirty pair of sneakers? Like many other brands I review here, it was the first time I heard of Golden Goose. After doing some research, I got a pair and asked my wife, can you try this on for me? Her first reaction was, why would you want me to wear a used pair of shoes?
These are extremely valid questions. You know, paying for something that looks like it's already run down, used, whatever. Now we're gonna get into this part in this video. We're leading there, but let me just give you a sneak peek or whatever. Let me just bury the lead, as they say. They're trolling us. And if you can't realize that, you are fucking stupid. Okay? Full stop. Point blank. These guys are making a mockery out of you, your wallet. Yeah, just those two things. But that's enough. It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. I mean, back in the day, what did they have? They had a little bit of ripped jeans and stuff. Now, they'll probably sell you a two pockets and a waistband and call it pants and charge you $2,000. Absolutely insane. Sure, there's a lot of people that can afford this, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. But what do I know? I guess I'm just out of touch. So fucking retarded. But if you thought that shoe was something else, here's something that might blow your mind. And look, a lot of things that I bring up in this show, you might have heard about before. I don't follow these news cycles. I follow news cycles, but I don't follow these kind of news cycles. They're completely irrelevant to my entire existence. But now that I'm doing this show and I'm digging up some of these, this is out of this world. I didn't even know this was a thing. So, like I always say, if you know about this, pretend like you don't. If you don't know about it, then enjoy, because this is hilarious.
In other news, a banana at the grocery store costs about 30 cents. This one just sold for $6.2 million, which many believe is simply bananas.
Oh, that is true. I didn't see that coming. An astute observation has led to laughter. We are laughing.
Like I said earlier, there's levels to this stuff. And yeah, let's just see a little bit more what they got to say about this $6 million banana.
They sell for millions of dollars at auction.
At $159 million.
Picassos, Rembrandts, Warhols, bananas? Say what? This so-called work of art consists entirely of a banana duct taped to a wall. And it just sold for, drum roll please, $6.2 million.
And you still don't think they're trolling us, guys? Putting a fucking banana up next to a Picasso, a Rembrandt? They are taking the piss. It is out of this world. This is dinner for schmucks. This is clown shoe circus crazy town banana pants. Okay? Pun intended. And I don't know, I haven't looked into it much, but I heard someone like just ate the banana later or something like that. I think we've seen everything we need to see from that. We don't need to expand on that any further. $6 million bananas, $600 shoes, $924 t-shirts with Snoop Dogg's geriatric face on it. We're cooking. See, I told you it was going to get better. And if this doesn't come as any kind of absurd news to you, if this is just like whatever, like you can just roll your eyes and you think this video is ridiculous, I think it's safe to say you're one of these fucking idiots. Okay? Anyways, now sticking to the theme of us being trolled, we got runway shows. Okay? Fashion runway shows. Now, no one is a stranger to these things. They are completely bizarre, unhinged, weird. You know, I think everyone at these shows should definitely get their computer hard drives checked, their flight logs checked, if you know what I mean. Let's just, for a little bit of dark comedic relief, let's take a look at one of these, because I looked at a lot of them, but this one was, made me chuckle. Hold on, I'm gonna run the clip back, but I mean, obviously there's so much goofy shit going on, but was there some dudes that are dressed like the founding fathers of the United States or something in the background? Like you have these fucking weirdos and you got, what, Abraham Lincoln in the back or something? What the hell is going on? Let me see. Like I said, a lot of people frame this as like some avant-garde stuff or intentionally trying to be eccentric, abstract, different. These people are and they're on a bunch of drugs. And like I said before, we got to check their computers. We got to check their flight logs. We got to background check these people. Okay. Because they are not normal. This is not normal. There's nothing normal about this. This is completely bizarre. Okay. Completely bizarre. And like these stuffed animals, this kind of motif, this vibe they're going with, I don't think adults play with stuffed animals, guys.
Check his hard drive.
All right, there. That's it. I'm tapped out, okay? These people are fucking weird. We're not going to watch any more of this. This is a weird part of society, and there's levels to it. You had the chick at the Galleria Mall. You almost forgot about her, I bet you, by now. We're not even that far into the episode, but you probably forgot about her by now. Because like I said, this is like a spectrum of... Okay, now you might think for a second that I'm dialing back the weird, but I'm really not. Okay? Those people are weird as fuck. But like I said, levels, spectrum, slide and scale. This lady is literally the quintessential representation of the name of this segment. Let's just see, and I'll give you my comments. And like I said, we're skimming through this because these people are insufferable.
Welcome back to my channel, Jushis. Yeah, as you guys can see, I did some damage. Actually, it's not some damage. I spent more than $50,000.
Okay. I'll wait a couple more seconds where I gotta say what I'm gonna say.
On my birthday gift this year. Actually, it was last year because it was...
Can't do it anymore. But there's a lot of things I want to point out here. All right? Okay. First of all, welcome to my channel, guys. Look at all this stuff I bought. This is just a expose in vanity, and the people that are watching this are probably people that put a really high value on this, but it's just glazing. There's a bunch of people that probably want to live like her that can't, and so, you know, they vicariously live their degenerate shopping dreams through this stupid and yeah, that's what this channel is. It's just people admiring a bimbo. Okay, if they're even real people. If you watched my last episode, you know, dead internet theory. And when I see stuff like this, I'm like, please let this be the case. Imagine that your birthday comes around. You tell all your friends, hey man, look at all this stuff I got. I got $50,000 worth of stuff. And they say, oh, who bought it for you? You say, me. There is such thing as losers with money, okay? I mean, how can you have a personality and all these other cool things that are highly coveted and sought after by regular people if you're spending all your time doing this shit? You can't have your cake and eat it too. Thank God this segment's over. On to the next one. Before I go on to the next segment, just really quick, I just want to let you guys know I disliked every one of those videos. Okay, on to the next segment. Let's go. Homo spendians and the Michelin starvation diet. Now this segment, given the name of it, is pretty self-explanatory, I'd like to think. So let's just kind of jump into the first clip here and see if you get the gist.
This is the $20 single strawberry from Erewhon. This is a strawberry I got from a street vendor. It was $25 for a carton of them, like 100 strawberries. I'm gonna switch these strawberries, take them home to Kenny.
$20 strawberry. Now, it's one thing when you're doing this with clothes. Clothes are a necessity. Food is a necessity, but one's a little bit more important than the other. $20 strawberry. That's wild work, man. So this guy's gonna give this strawberry to his wife and see if she can even tell the difference between the $1 strawberry or whatever, 50 cent, I don't know, and the $20. This should be interesting.
Tell her I got the $20 strawberry and see if she thinks it's worth it. That talk, gotta be very delicate. I feel like, who is it, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom or whatever? Stash that one for later. What do we think, yo? Can't even tell the difference. $20 strawberry, go ahead, babe.
To be fair, I can tell the difference. The $20 strawberry didn't have the lack of pigmentation.
I am a nerd. I am not a geek. I am a nerd. And what's the difference? You're probably asking, what's the difference? Actually, I have a Venn diagram.
Yeah, just thought I'd add that.
What's coming to you guys? What the heck? First of all, it's big.
Yeah, it's huge.
He knew what he was doing when he said that. This guy's funny. I like this guy.
Just pop the top, yeah. They're kind of weird. They're kind of cheap plastic onto it.
Interesting. Smells like a strawberry. Smells like a strawberry field. I'll keep that. That was $20.
Right.
Keep this $20 phone.
No, literally, it said to rinse it off. I was like, I want all the dirt.
Yeah.
I want the $20 dirt.
Right. Don't piss me off.
You don't like it? You didn't like it?
It's a fucking strawberry.
You know what? This was like a breath of fresh air in a sea of Oh, it's so nice to see normal people. How possibly good can a strawberry even get? She ain't stupid.
Yeah. It's been a strawberry. It's just $20. It's imported from Japan. All right, let me get you the real one.
Let me get you the real one. Well, okay, let's see how this goes.
This is the $20 strawberry. That's just
See what I said about the pigment? You can clearly see.
it's a strawberry from a street vendor.
Y'all got me. I'm finna be mad. Alright, so this is $20. Smells like poo-poo, kinda. A clean poo-poo, like you eat broccoli though. Alright, what the?
Yeah, that one got a stem, hard stem.
Before she even says what she's gonna say, I don't know. I bet you $5. It's whatever. I bet you in her mind, it's good, but it ain't worth no $20. I know that's how I'd feel.
Still just a strawberry to me, you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Bingo!
Not the kind of person to say a toe to so, but you know what? A toe to so. A f***ing a toe to so.
It is juicy. But, I mean, like, if you really just go to a farmer's market and get the good batch, you have the same thing. And go to Japan, like, it's 2025. Just go to Japan.
Oh, I think that gave me whatever little wind I needed in my sail to finish this episode. That was good. $20 strawberries. I think anyone with half a brain can safely say it's a fucking ripoff. Let's see what the next video has in store for us.
All right, so Dad, I have $100 Japanese strawberries here for you today.
$100. Let me do a little calculation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 3 looks is about 18. So $100 divided in 18. Can you do the calculation?
So you did all that math.
Now, I know what I'm thinking. I thought these guys were good at math. Like, you know what I mean? But even Pops there had to fucking laugh. Like I said earlier in the episode, they're trolling us. And they're putting a hole in our pocket in the process. Let's move on past the strawberries onto our next foray into consumerist degeneracy. And let's just skim through this article. It's written by Lois Beckett. Total pretentious, bougie, snobby hipster. She's from LA, like, come on. But I think she's trying to polish a turd here with this article. I love the way this article starts. The first big paragraph in the article. The $20 strawberry, which has been labeled dystopian and a social experiment, went viral after a TikTok influencer filmed herself eating it and saying, "Wow." This is exactly what I'm talking about. Anyone with a brain can tell that this is some kind of social experiment. Let's just read a little bit more of this. My job as a journalist in this moment was clear. I needed to taste the strawberry myself, and I needed to ask more scholars if the $20 strawberry was a sign of the approaching fall of the American empire. Yeah, I can see how you could think that, you know, it's a sign of the times. Absolutely. But this isn't journalism. And scholars, I don't think you need a scholar to taste a strawberry that's $20 and tell you if it's worth it. This is just one little part of the article that really kind of emphasizes Western consumerism. In Japan, Saito said, the appeal of luxury fruit is rooted in tradition. Fancy produce is a traditional gift for weddings, job promotions, and other ceremonial occasions. In the United States, the expensive fruits are more of a novelty. See, that's kind of a way of spinning it. Americans are more than willing to just buy something because it's expensive, and yeah, like a novelty is like, what would I say, Terry's chocolate orange.
Terry's chocolate orange. It's not Terry's, it's mine.
How often do you fucking eat one of those things, no matter how much they cost? But I know that there's people that are buying these $20 fucking strawberries for lunch every day because they have money and they think that elevates them, you know. And trust me, that what I'm saying right now is going to tie into a segment coming very soon here. Well, not a segment, but a part of this segment. I'm really interested to see what this woman's conclusion is, because this article is just a big nothing burger. But let's get to the end and see what her conclusion of this whole experience is. We tried the ordinary strawberry next, but we might not have bothered. Despite its deep red color, it tasted crisp and unripe, without much strawberry essence. The essence of a strawberry. You could have just said it wasn't sweet. You could trim 90% of this article out and, you know, put it into probably one paragraph. But let's just finish this off with the conclusion. Imagine spending all this time reading this stupid article just to come to this conclusion. It felt a little sad in the end to eat just one strawberry and to know that each bite would be exactly and perfectly the same. The experience, my friend said, felt more like sniffing a labo perfume than eating a piece of fruit. See, unless you live in their like closed off world of fucking being a hipster, LA hipster or whatever, I don't even know what that conclusion means. Okay? The very end of it, I don't know what a labo perfume is. I don't know. This is, like I said, pretentious, snobby hipster bitch. Completely living in her LA bubble. Thank God I never read the whole article. $20 strawberries are stupid. Let's get on to the next one. Now this ties into all the strawberry stuff. This is the place that makes Whole Foods and all those other places look like reasonable places to shop, which they aren't, not even close. But we now brought ourselves to Erewhon. We will explain in a moment what that name means in a little bit greater detail, which is very, very fitting of a name for this kind of place. The new trendy place that only 1% of the population can get their food at. So
this is Erewhon, the most expensive grocery store in the world. But it is so much more than that. It's a status symbol, a cultural phenomenon, and a place where celebrities go and spend more on a smoothie than most people spend on dinner.
So much more didn't really sound like so much more. Actually, it sounded like 10 seconds of bullshit. Let's indulge this stupid video for a couple more minutes and see what we get out of it. Trust me, don't expect too much.
While other luxury grocers like Whole Foods might charge you a premium, Erewhon somehow convinced an enclave of Los Angeles that purchases like a single $20 Japanese strawberry or $40 sea moss shell, whatever the fuck that is.
Okay, first of all, I like the spatula microphone, and I think she's taking a dig at this place. So I gotta step back my rhetoric here for a second. She might not be one of these people.
And people aren't just willing to pay, they are lining up to pay. The question is why? Now, before we get into the business strategy, which is super interesting and a little surprising, I'm not here to yank your chain, so we're gonna start with the Erewhon experience. You walk in and are greeted off to the side here with a smoothie bar, lots of prepared food, and a delicious hot food bar.
I already know how this place smells. I can't even describe the smell, but you know what I'm saying. This place smells like fucking patchouli and this organic hipster shit. I can't even explain what it is, but when I smell that smell, I know that white dudes with dreads and fat lesbians and all that kind of stuff. You're going to be seeing like a bunch of that stuff. That's just whenever you smell it, you know what you're in for.
Overall aesthetic feels very open and airy. We have light wood finishes, minimal but luxurious design elements like the light fixtures, premium food displays. Bottom line, it's clean.
Now, one thing, and I'm going to get through this really quick because, this is just an expensive Whole Foods. I go to a market and get my food. And a lot of people could say it's dirty, whatever. But the food's amazing, fresh, and it's cheap. So what the are we paying for with all these? What are we paying for?
Extremely orderly. Nothing is out of place. And it feels healthy. I feel like I'm in a health food store. Good job, Erewhon. But if you think you're gonna fill up your entire fridge at a reasonable price, you're sorely mistaken. Let's look at some of the most unique products. Cut up dragon fruit for $25.
Okay, this is where things are gonna get good because this is all I came here for. Let's just see some of the prices. Hold on to your seat.
Cut up dragon fruit for $25. Fancy balsamic Saba dressing for $50.
Just gotta stop it right there. I can get cut up dragon fruit for like $1. Yeah, $1.
Some plant protein powder for $60. That's not that crazy. Mine's like $60. Raw Manuka honey for $70. $32 Erewhon socks. And you already saw the $20 Hailey Bieber smoothie out in the parking lot.
What the is a Hailey Bieber smoothie? Who's Hailey Bieber? What the is a Hailey Bieber smoothie? I was about to say sandwich. This is crazy. This is so stupid. I don't want any part of it.
The options all coming in at about $20. And then of course, the hot food bar. Profit margins on these puppies are nice and high, but more on that later. Some of the most popular items include the mac and cheese and the sushi sandwich.
That mac and cheese looks so sad. Okay. All right. We're gonna jump on.
Hey yo, pause. Come on, man.
We're gonna jump on to the next step, next video, okay? Because I think we got a little bit more on this, but I don't want to milk this one clip too much. Okay, real quick before I go to the next video, I didn't know, but just listen to what she explains here, really quick. This is their target customer, and if you look at any clips of this store and you see the people there, they are not this fucking person. Okay, maybe financially, but everything else, they are not this person, because this person just simply doesn't exist, at least not in nature, maybe manufactured or something, but not real person.
The core Erewhon customer. Imagine that friend who casually brings up their wellness journey in every single convo, has 8-pack abs, drinks from coconuts in Bali, has at least 3 different non-dairy milks in their fridge, 25 to 45 years old, household income well over $150,000, very health conscious and trend aware.
All right, she's just gonna keep rambling on this mythical person that doesn't exist, but yeah, that's their target audience. Get f***ed. We're almost done with this Erewhon bull, but before I get off this topic, I want to show you something that's very interesting about the name Erewhon, okay? Because this is unqualified opinions, and we like to get into the weeds sometimes with things. We like to get in the weeds while we're on the weeds. Let me just skim over this wiki. This is what Erewhon means. Is a utopian novel by English writer Samuel Butler, first published in 1872. Set in a fictional country discovered and explored by the protagonist. The book is a satire on Victorian society. The novel is one of the first to explore the ideas of artificial intelligence, as influenced by Darwin's recently published On the Origins of Species, 1859. That's fucking recent, eh? And the machines developed out of the Industrial Revolution. Specifically, it concerns itself in the 3-chapter book of The Machines with the potentially dangerous ideas of machine consciousness and self-replicating machines. What the fuck? But let me just elaborate a little bit more about what this book's about and this name, because I find this hilarious, and if you can't connect the dots, then like I said, you're probably one of these NPCs. But anyways, in Erewhon, illness is crime and crime is illness. As a result, citizens are imprisoned for offenses like physical ailments, misfortune, or ugliness, while those who commit conventional crimes like fraud or theft are seen more sympathetically as exhibiting symptoms of moral afflictions and prescribed sessions with a straightener for treatment. The lack of compassion for physical sickness is reflected in the role of physicians in Erewhonian society, which is described as something more akin to that of a judge or law enforcement officer than that of a doctor. Almost done here. Karl Popper's book, The Open Society and Its Enemies, includes an epigraph from Erewhon that reads, "It will be seen that the Erewhonians are a meek and long-suffering people, easily led by the nose, and quick to offer up common sense at the shrine of logic, when a philosopher arises among them who carries them away, by convincing them that their existing institutions are not based on the strictest principles of morality." If you can't put that together, don't know what to tell you. Maybe this episode or this podcast a little bit above your pay grade, okay? Wow. It's so apropos. It's so fitting to call this completely ridiculously overpriced store Erewhon, given the whole nature of this fictional novel and the things within it. You know, a dystopian book talking about a meek and long-suffering people easily led by the nose and quick to offer up common sense at the shrine of logic. I think that sums up that stupid fucking store in one sentence. But what the hell do I know? Just another soul on YouTube, like I always say. So let's get on to the next one. Now we jump over to a part of this episode that I've been really waiting to do because I have a lot to say about Michelin star restaurants. Sure, quality of the food is great and everything, but I just can't get over how comically small the portions are. I know it's a 30 thing tasting menu, blah, 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 blah. Come on. It's comical in nature. It's pretentious. It's everything that really I've been talking about in this episode put on a plate. With that being said, let's just see this, okay?
This morning in the city of Lecce, Italy, a juicy culinary conflict is heating up. Food writer Geraldine de Ruyter had dinner at the one Michelin-starred restaurant Bros, and her review went viral. The decor had the chicness of an underground bunker, she begins, where one would expect to be interrogated for the disappearance of an ambassador's child.
Now that was a hot take. I love it. You know, I was saying that other hipster that wrote that article, she ain't got nothing on this guy or this woman or whoever it is. I'm not paying too much attention. I'm just waiting for the good stuff. But yeah, I like that jab she took.
She then dives into the offerings: a tablespoon of crab, an orange, a liquid course of meat droplets, a marshmallow-flavored cuttlefish, and then there was foam served in a cast of the chef's mouth.
There you go. And you know, of course, apologists will say, "Oh, that's just this one place, man, blah, 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 blah." Dude, You see this everywhere you go with these places. Sure, some are, I guess, semi-justifiable, whatever, but this is what you're paying for: the ambiance. You're paying for the setting, the service, those things. I get it, but when you bring me this plate, and especially if it looked like that.
Tell me you're eating at a Michelin star restaurant without telling me that you're eating at a Michelin star restaurant.
I know what the deal is. This is just another money trap for stupid rich people. And yeah, we're getting trolled, okay? We're getting trolled. I know these people put their everything into these restaurants and all that, and there are probably some that are amazing, but the whole concept of it is hilarious. And I think in a more ideal world, we wouldn't be paying a shitload of money because you cut a piece of meat up real fancy and put it on a plate. That's my 2 cents on it. But did you see that? Orange? An orange. They should have put the $20 strawberry on there too. Oh my God. The first one looked like regurgitated baby food or something. I don't even know, man. All right, you know what? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to fine dining. Let's give it another shot. Let's see. Maybe this guy can shut me up, wow me, okay? Maybe I don't understand these kind of things. Maybe I'm too much of a brokey to understand these kind of things. Let's see. This guy has some more Michelin stuff for us. Let's see how good it is. What the f*** is that? A lobster chicken?
I'm Chef Daniel Boulu at Café Boulu at Maison Barnes. We would like to make you the chopster. A love affair between the chicken.
The chopster? Look at this lazy presentation. Like, I make whole chickens in my air fryer all the time, right? Pretty easy. And he just throws a bunch of thyme. Like, what are you gonna eat all that thyme? Are you gonna fucking take a bite of the chicken, take a bite of thyme and the rosemary? This is the most retarded looking thing. And the lobster tails upside down and backwards? I'm lost. And are those the chicken's feet? I'm lost.
So we have a beautiful chicken from Pennsylvania.
All right, we're not watching this guy make this thing. I saw the end result. Let's just fast forward.
At Café Boulu at Maison Barnes, when you order the chopster, we present it to you before we carve it and, of course, serve it to you. Chef Romain found on the flea market a brass lobster. So now we have this beautiful presentation with a little bit of thyme.
Well, beautiful presentation. I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Definitely a subjective thing. I think this looks like shit. I'd be very, very, very disappointed if this came to my table, especially, I don't even know how much it costs. I can only imagine because, you put a fucking gold-plated lobster skeleton thing on there, and I think he stuffed the lobster in the chicken, which lobster and chicken sounds very disgusting. Like combined, I don't know, never tried it. Maybe it's all right, but no, that's a surf and turf that I am not, I'm not going to pay for. If you made that at your house and gave me some, yeah, but I'm not whipping out the wallet to pay for a fucking lobster stuck up a chicken's ass. No, I'm not doing it.
Here I have the lobster that was poached and is warmed up with lobster butter to keep the lobster warm and happy. And we'll finish the dish in the dining room. Café Boulu at Maison Barnes is composed of...
That guy is so happy bringing out that monstrosity. Look at the look in his face. He's so proud of what he's done.
The main dining room of Café Boulu and salon and private room of Maison Barnes.
And you know what? A lot of these French words sound like really fancy. Whatever he said. Like, that's another thing. People just whip out the wallet. Oh man, he said sacre bleu. Right? Like, trust me, this is how people think. It's like how people think an English person's smart because he has an English accent. This is the little games they're playing.
Armor. I like to remove the legs first. And of course, make sure we take also...
That chicken looks a little bit undercooked for my liking.
Sure we take also the bottom of the legs here.
And the music that they're playing, that'd be exactly the music in my head right now as I watch this monstrosity unfold in front of my eyes.
What we call the solilas, which is the chicken oysters. So the breast, we lift the breast after lifting the legs. Now I'm taking the stuffing, the lobster body, the herbs and the garlic.
All right, This is all stuff I can do at home at like 10 p.m. after I've been drinking beer all day. I do this like this is all stuff I can do with my eyes closed, okay? This is crazy. I think one element that I'm leaving out of this is people are fucking lazy. And for lazy people, this is some fancy stuff. They're probably like, oh my God, I could never do this. Yeah, motherfucker, you don't do anything, okay? That's why this seems like it's incredible.
Side, my duck press here. So now I am pressing to extract the umami of lobster.
Okay, umami of lobster, everything. All right, done. All right, I get it. I don't get it, but I get it, if that makes any sense. Let's get on to the next one. I'm done with this. I'm chickening out. We can end this segment with a little food for thought. Somewhere along the way, we stopped buying food to eat and started buying food to signal that we're the kind of people who buy expensive food. We have reached peak consumer evolution. Homo spendians no longer shop for nutrition. They shop for identity. The Michelin starvation diet isn't about calories. It's about letting everyone know that your lettuce has a backstory. And with that being said, I introduce you to the final boss of this episode. The $1 billion prank. Tonight, we investigate whether Balenciaga is a fashion brand or the longest running practical joke in human history. You be the judge.
Okay, this is the Balenciaga Zero, okay? And I know what you're thinking. It's barely a shoe, it's nothing. You might as well be barefoot. But let me tell you this. You can't flex on people barefoot, okay? The Balenciaga Zero is $450.
Balenciaga. Never had any, never will have any. Shoes are gay. People who like it are even more toast. With that being said, let's get on to the first article. Or the first video, whichever comes first, I guess. I don't know, but let's get to it.
The stupidest luxury items of all time. The Balenciaga trash bag. It's made of leather but looks like trash, was originally $1,790 and came in 4 colors, black, white, blue, or yellow. And one is now listed on Grailed for $2,300, plus $20 shipping.
A $2,000+ bag that's designed after a trash bag? I would actually probably throw trash in that by accident if my wife had one of those and could leave it out on the curb. There's people that'll be like, yeah, that's stupid. You know, look at that. And they're wearing something that's almost as stupid. Yeah, it's usually how it goes. Let's see another one of these brilliant clothing accessories or pieces of clothes. I don't know. I don't have the vocabulary for this kind of stuff. I don't know what to call all this stuff. I just call it clothes. But anyways, let's see the next one.
Balenciaga just sold a garbage bag for $1,790, and people actually bought it. It's called the Trash Pouch. It looks exactly like the bag you pull out of your kitchen bin every Sunday. Crumpled, drawstring and all, but it's made from luxury calfskin leather.
You gotta love the but there. But it's made from luxury calfskin leather. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that really changes everything.
Yaga literally said he wanted to make the most expensive trash bag in the world. And the wildest part is that this was never an accident. The internet exploded, everyone talked about it, and Balenciaga got millions in free promo.
I just want to make like a weird kind of like sidebar correlation. So Balenciaga made this little like trash bag thing, and just stick with me here, okay? I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let the clip speak for itself, okay? Just hold on one sec.
Did you notice Hasidic Jews seem to always be carrying lots of shopping bags? This is one of my most frequently asked questions, and I haven't answered it in my videos yet because it's a tough one to answer. The truth is, there is no religious explanation. I believe it's just cultural.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
You be the judge. Next one. Okay. What are we looking at here? $925 to look like you ran out of the shower. This is in Vogue magazine. This is like what? Val Venus met Neo from The Matrix? Like early 2000s? Okay, I'm ruining it. But this is like, seriously. Val Venus, Neo in The Matrix. What the f*** is this? So cringe. Next one, please, f***ing please, next one. Let's get this episode over with. I was not expecting this one. That's for damn sure. Wait, is Balenciaga actually selling a tape roll as a bracelet? Apparently they are. Where can you buy this? At Home Depot? Balenciaga's reputation for pushing the boundaries of fashion and luxury has been long established, with the brand consistently introducing items that provoke both fascination and controversy. The brand's ability to turn mundane or everyday objects into high fashion statement pieces has become somewhat of a trademark. They are telling you right to your face, man. That is the most dressed up, ginned up, fancy way of saying I'm trolling you. Oh my God, this is brilliant. These people are brilliant. I can't believe it. How much did this thing cost? Did I already read how much it cost? No. Let's see how much it cost. AED. I don't know what an AED is. What is AED? 7,000 or 3,400 AED? You know what? Don't care. I don't care how much it costs. I know it's going to be stupid price. I don't care. I just know it exists, and that's all I need to know. It's crazy. Balenciaga masking tape. You know it's thousands of dollars. What other stupid do we got here before the episode's over? Okay, wait. I found out how much it costs. Hold on, let's see. I love it how they're calling it a bangle. My wife's Indian, and they have bangles. Beautiful pieces of jewelry. To call this a bangle is like, I don't know. If I wrote something on toilet paper and called it papyrus. You know what I mean? Like, this is stupid. Okay, we're gonna skim through these because I'm almost tapped out, guys. Okay, Balenciaga's selling a fake festival wristband for $3,800. Like, okay, there you go. See, what's the other one? I wore Balenciaga's ugliest shoe yet, and it was their most comfortable. Oh my fucking God, it's Crocs. It's what is it? High heel Crocs for $625. Yeah, get f***ed. And here's what it looks like. Anyways, I don't even know what I'm looking at. A button-up shirt stitched to a t-shirt? Is that what I'm looking at? The t-shirt shirt? Summer is a confusing time. You dress for the weather in minimal clothing, then you practically freeze to death. Someone actually wrote a fucking article trying to justify the existence of this monstrosity. Oh my God. I'm running out of motivation. I'm losing the will to live here. Let's just maybe try to find a little video clip of what the this shirt is, and then I'm done. I'm tapping out. I gotta go outside. I gotta go to the beach. I gotta go see the real world. I gotta get out of here. I gotta see normal people. Like, I live in Mexico, okay? You gotta understand, people dress normal out here. I mean, men wear button-up shirt and jeans, and women wear dresses and fucking pants and shit. I'm so far detached from this, but so yeah, I need to go back into reality here. But let's see what this shirt looks like, I guess.
Okay, so 2 for 1 is usually a good thing, but in this next story, not so sure.
Well, here is the newest item from high-end clothing brand Balenciaga. One of the items in their fall 2018 line is a t-shirt shirt. It looks a lot like a t-shirt attached to a collared shirt. And if you think that's weird, wait until you hear the price. The newest fashion trend will cost you $1,245.
That's it? For that snazzy, dapper shirt, you could
I can
only
make you one for $5.
Yeah.
How is it? Are the sleeves just hanging down?
Yeah, it's like pinned or something. I'm sure they're very expensive pins.
It's very avant-garde,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
okay.
Well, I think that about does it for this episode, guys.
A few moments later.
And in typical fashion, of course, I forget, because I usually do forget a lot of things, but I forgot this one little thing since we were on the whole Balenciaga topic, and I can't leave this out. As much as I want to get the hell out of here and finish this episode, I have to add in this one little tidbit. Now, while you have companies like this and many other companies that are ripping us off and trolling us while they're at it, you have to remember there's a little bit also of some other things going on with these companies. They're not just trolling us, but they're doing other things. And I'm not going to get too much into this because it's not really within the nature of the show. Well, maybe it is. But, you know, like these consumerist zombies, I'm trying to keep things on a surface level here. So let's just run this little clip. And we'll leave this episode off on probably the most depressing note of all, but whatever. That's what it is. Here we go.
Now with our GMA cover story, and the popular luxury brand Balenciaga is under fire for its recent ad campaign with children. Janae Norman has those details for us. Good morning, Janae.
Good morning and happy birthday, Robin.
Thank you.
So Balenciaga is known for its edgy designs, the brand often pushing the envelope, but critics are
Edgy designs? Always polishing a turd.
accusing the brand now of crossing the line in this latest campaign.
This morning, fashion house Balenciaga, a favorite of stars like Kim Kardashian and celebrated in songs by Lizzo.
These are the retards that this brand promotes and that promote this brand. I have a very deep-seated hatred for these people and everything they stand for, everything they represent, just who they are. I hate them. I really do hate them.
And Cardi B facing backlash, accused of sexualizing children in a controversial new ad campaign. The luxury brand now apologizing for these photos showing little girls in Balenciaga sweatsuits with plush bears and what appeared to be BDSM-inspired harnesses, and these uncovered documents on the desk showing an excerpt from the 2008 U.S. Supreme Court opinion, U.S. v. Williams, which upheld the criminalization of pandering of child pornography. We sincerely apologize for any offense our holiday campaign may have caused. Our plush bear bags should not have been featured with children in this campaign, adding that the documents in the Adidas partnership, including a featured page from a child pornography lawsuit, was unapproved.
You know me, this podcast is always in good nature, but oh man, that's the kind of stuff that gets me fired up. These people should not ever get $1 of your money. You should not support them, but yet you do. And so I think it's safe to say that not only are you an NPC with a credit score, you are part of the problem. Whether you want to believe it or not, you are part of a much bigger problem. And yeah, I think we'll just end it at that. I came here to talk about a $900 t-shirt conspiracy. And we ended on this note with probably one of the biggest public relations disasters you've ever seen, and a lifting of the veil of what these people are really all about. But I'll leave it there. Okay, I'll leave it there, and let's wrap up this episode. I will leave you with my final thoughts. This is gonna be a trend because I'm not good with outros. I think my outros are just gonna be final thoughts. Let's try to end these episodes of complete retardation with a little bit of intellectualism. If you take one thing away from tonight, let it be this. The modern consumer doesn't ask, do I need this? The modern consumer asks, will strangers think I'm successful if I buy this? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we ended up with $900 towels and designer garbage bags. This has been Unqualified Opinions. I'm off to finance a tomato. Have a good night, guys. Until the next one.
I think the brand is so fucking powerful that it's making me buy a fucking crowbar.
The crowbar and the Swiss Army knife, that's all you need to trap, man.
Why does everyone want the crowbar?
Because it's a fucking crowbar. Are you fucking serious?
What are you gonna do with it?
Fucking nothing, but I'm gonna own a fucking crowbar now, so that's the fucking shit.
So you've been waiting 10 hours for a crowbar that says Supreme?
Oh, I didn't even know it says Supreme. I just want a fucking crowbar.